Ideas set us apart. Whether you are a creative, you run a business, or you are a career-driven individual, one good idea is all it takes to turn your life around and make your dreams come true. But what is it that separates good ideas from average ones? Is there a formula that you need to follow? Is there a secret that you can learn, or is it just down to luck? Let's find out. Good ideas are not easy to come by, especially when we need them most. Have you ever sat staring at your computer and thinking of the perfect line to start an email, or the best title for your new blog post, or the perfect pitch for your business? Then you may have observed that some days the idea just seems to leap into your head from nowhere, while some days you struggle for hours and even days, but you come up with nothing. Not because you didn't give it your best, but at that point your brain seems to have gone on vacation, leaving you all alone. These uncomfortable moments make us question ourselves, fill our heads with doubts, and in the end, we feel like giving up. I have been here so many times, and when I look back at my past successes, I ask myself, where did all the good ideas come from? Was I just lucky, or is there some kind of pattern to this randomness that I couldn't see? This internal conflict can be frustrating, but it is often the first step in generating a good idea. It is not because we don't have any ideas, but because we already have a frame of reference to which we compare our new ideas. Any idea that isn't at the level or above the level of our previous good ideas is automatically written off as a bad idea. So we criticize one idea after another, and this process helps us to refine our thoughts until we come up with something that satisfies our inner critic. At this point, we believe it's a good idea, and when we compare it to other good ideas we've had, we experience a sense of satisfaction. After we accept this virgin idea to be good, another force begins to play out, and that's the force of external factors. No matter how good our ideas are, the ultimate test is often how it performs out there. Public perception matters, and whether you like it or not, no single idea will appeal to everybody. But the point is not to win everybody over, but rather to meet a certain standard for which your idea can be considered a good idea. Every industry has a standard for what they consider a good idea. For example, most writers will want their books to be listed on the bestseller list. The gold standard in many cases is the New York Times bestseller list. Now, if your book doesn't make it on the list, it is not because it was bad material, but to most people it may not be worth their attention. The standard, to a large extent, represents what people are most interested in, and some ideas are more popular than others. However, public opinions change from time to time. A bad idea today may become a raging success in a few years' time, and that is where the place of luck comes in. A few years ago, I uploaded a video titled "How to Stop Worrying and Anxiety." For over 3 years, the video had almost no views, and then, in 2020, the number of viewers suddenly spiked. You must have guessed what happened, but if you didn't, let me help you out. It was around the time the coronavirus pandemic began and we were forced into isolation. People began to worry about their safety and the safety of their loved ones. And because of this, people needed to know how to deal with the worry and anxiety they felt. The video I had uploaded nearly 4 years ago with no views now was earning thousands of views. The pandemic had created a demand for such videos that didn't exist a few years earlier when I uploaded the video. At this point, I was convinced the video was a good idea and the public feedback I received was inspiring. We have all seen situations like this over and over again. Although we like to believe we are in control, the things we can actually control are few. We can sit down to plan, think, and come up with an idea, but we can't truly determine if the external factors will play out in our favor or not. All great ideas have passed through the gates of public opinion, and many of them have been looked down upon by the experts who had predicted they would fail. But as Seneca puts it, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So in order to get lucky, you must first be prepared. Sometimes our luck is instant and we create an idea just when the opportunity arises. Sometimes luck comes after a few years, and sometimes the opportunity never comes for an idea to shine. Back to the question. How do we know if an idea is good or bad? At the time of creating an idea, we might never know how it will turn out, but I believe every good idea passes through these 3 phases. First is the internal conflict that creates them, then the external factors that mold them, and finally, the opportunity that unveils them. When all these pieces come together, that's when a good idea is formed. Otherwise, you just had an idea that never took off, not because it was bad, but because it came too early or too late. If this happens, you don't need to be discouraged. You can always prepare yourself for another opportunity. But you need a strategy, and I might just have what you need. It's a strategy that has helped me over and over again in achieving my goals and positioning my life where I want it to be. I call it the productivity framework, and it consists of 5 simple steps. To help you make the most of it, I have created a free template, and I have also made a video presentation explaining how I use it. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.